Hi everyone, Bruce here at eTrailer. Today we're going to take a look at and install the TowSmart Trailer Hitch Receiver on our 2022 Ford Bronco Sport. You may be looking to get a hitch just to open up some options for you. Say you're going on long trips and you need a cargo carrier to free up space inside. That hitch will accommodate that. Plus, if you're looking to haul a small utility trailer or even some bikes. Now, if you have purchased this hitch, and just let us know how you like it and what you're actually doing with it. Now, taking a closer look at our hitch, we do have a 2x2 receiver tube opening with a gloss black finish. And this particular receiver tube will accept a 5/8 pin and it will accept a 1/2 inch pin. Now, the hitch does not come with the pins, but most of your accessories may. But we do have them here at eTrailer and you can go ahead and pick one up. Now, if we take a look at our safety chain loops here, it is just a loop that's welded onto the bottom of the receiver. It will accommodate the standard S-style hook or even your bigger Clevis style hooks. Now what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and give you a few measurements. The first measurement I'm going to take is our ground clearance measurement, and I'm going to measure from the ground to the bottom of the receiver tube. Now I will subtract 8 inches because we are in an 8-inch lift. So going ahead and measuring that, we're at about 16 inches off the ground. So you're not going to have any trouble with any ground clearance going over any steep grades or anything. So you should be good there. And let's go ahead and move on to another measurement I like to take is from our pinhole. And we're going to go to the back pinhole because there are 2 pinholes on this one. We've got, remember, the 5/8 and the 1/2 inch pinhole. Let's go with the 5/8 to the bumper, and we're looking at roughly 4.5 inches. And the reason I'm giving you that measurement is if you've got a cargo carrier or even a bike rack that does fold up, it's going to tell you how long of a shank you need to be able to fold that bike rack up or even the cargo carrier to keep from hitting your hatchback. This trailer hitch receiver does have a 4,500 pounds. Trailer weight rating, the tongue weight rating, all that means is the downforce on anything that you do have hooked up to your trailer hitch, whether it be cargo carrier, bike rack, or even a small utility trailer. As far as the installation goes, it's really not too bad. I really think you can do this at home without any problems. But if you don't want to tackle it at home, say you don't have the tools or the time to do it, check out our dealer locator on etrailer.com. But if you do want to give it a try, stick around, I'll show you how. To begin our installation, we're going to go ahead and grab a 7mm, and we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those to go ahead and remove. Moving on to our next step, we're going to grab a 10mm, and in the instructions it's going to say to remove the isolators off the muffler to drop the muffler down. But what we're going to do is just go ahead and remove the isolator with the 10mm nut here. This particular side, on the passenger side, we do have a wiring harness there first. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Pull that wiring harness down and just move it out of the way. Now we do have a strap holding up our muffler because we are going to lower it, and it's just a cam strap. You can get those here at eTrailer. Gonna go ahead and drop the passenger side first, and then we'll do the same thing to the driver's side, but there is no wiring harness there that you need to remove. Our next step is to go ahead and grab a trim tool, and we've got a Christmas tree style push button and then just a regular push button here. We're going to go ahead and remove those. And you can use a screwdriver as well, or a trim tool like I'm using. Pop that guy out. And go ahead and just push this to the side. Now our next step, we're going to go ahead and grab a burr bit. There is a access hole on the side, on the inside of the frame here. We're working on the driver's side. You're going to have the same thing on the passenger side. We need to make this hole a little bigger because our bolt does need to fit through there. Now we'll go ahead and grab a bolt and see if we made that hole big enough. And we did. So all you're wanting to do is just make sure that you can get that bolt inside that hole, because we do have to fish them out of these 3 holes here. Now we're just going to go ahead and grab a spray paint or something. Since we did grind on that, we're going to just go ahead and cover up with some clear coat just to help with corrosion. Moving on to our next step, we need to go ahead and grab a fish wire, and we're going to send it through our first hole, which is right here, and that's towards the back bumper. And we're going to come out this big hole here that we made a little bigger for a bolt. So we're just going to feed the screw end of the fish wire in and pop it out of our access hole. We're going to grab a flat plate. That's going to go on our fish wire first. We grab a carriage bolt, and that's going to screw onto our fish wire. Now we're going to take our flat plate, and it's going to go in our hole first, followed by the carriage bolt. There we go. Couldn't find the end of the wire. And we'll go ahead and pull that through. And we're going to do that with the remaining 2 holes here. The fish wire will go up and through here, and we'll just do the same thing. And you will do that same thing on the passenger side. Once we do have the bolts inside the frame, we can go ahead and do a little bit of trimming on our bumper fascia here. And the instructions say to basically follow this line here, and then you're going to come out like this. Well, I'm going to go just straight across to this line and then come straight down like so. And this will come across and down. Now that we've got that marked, we can go ahead and cut that out. You can use an oscillating tool like I'm going to use. You can use tin snips or even just a utility knife. We're going to pull this back a little bit, and we're just going to go ahead and follow our line. Now we're going to go ahead and take a utility knife and get some of these burrs off. You can use a file as well, but utility knife works just as good. And just kind of go along, and then we'll clean up our white paint there from our paint marker. Now you're going to probably want to grab an extra set of hands. I've got Jesse with me, and we're going to go ahead and throw the hitch up. Now our fish wires just need to go through the corresponding holes. So the back one needs to go through the back, and so on. And then we can go ahead and slide it up. Now you want to pull the fish wires off, but be careful when you're putting the nut in there that you don't push that bolt all the way back through, otherwise you're gonna have to fish it back out. Now we can go ahead and grab a 19 millimeter and we're gonna go ahead and snug these down. Now grabbing our torque wrench, we're gonna go ahead and torque these down to the manufacturer specifications. If you don't have a torque wrench, you can rent one from your local auto parts store, or we do carry them here at eTrailer. Now that we do have the hitch all torqued down, we're gonna go ahead and put our muffler back into its place, and we're just gonna reuse the existing bolts that we took out of the muffler hangers, and go ahead and put those back. Once you have everything buttoned up, it does complete our installation of the TowSmart Trailer Hitch Receiver on our 2022 Ford Bronco Sport. I'm Bruce. Thanks for watching.